Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League 360 sprint cars from USA Speedway. They are at week number 10 on the season. This week is an open series. They're getting ready to start the super clean qualifying session. While they're doing that, we're going to head it down trackside for a second and get our national anthem and prayer out of the way, and we'll come back and catch the end of it in just a few seconds.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Sheridan takes the Super Clean Qualifying Award for the fastest quick time. We're going to get ready to go here with heat race number 1, brought to us by Edmond Trophy Company, starting on the front row in the Brent Marks Racing Sim Team Baps Auto Supply Wicket Cushion car from Farmington, Minnesota. Your pole sitter is the 15 of Michael Sheridan. To his outside for Hammerhead Sim Racing, Indy Race Parts Midwest, and from Hobbsnet, Indiana, the 92 of Peyton Greaves will sit on the outside of row number 1. Row number 2, starting third, will be the 42 of Tyler Wilson. Starting third, the 6C of Cody Olson. Row number 3, starting 5th for Sandbagger Sim Team Extreme Indoor Karting from Clio, Michigan, will be the 67 of Tyler Berry. To his outside will be the 72 of Rico Robles. Starting 6th. Row number 4, starting 7th for Garrett Halsey Racing, RacingBoys.com from Lone Jack, Missouri, will be the 44 of Garrett Halsey. And on his outside, starting 8th for Green Checkers Racing, Ed Brown Trucking FRC from Tulare, California, the 49 of Jeffrey Herrick. And rounding out the field, starting 9th, the 43 of Jonathan White, and starting 10th for BGI Simsport, Paints by Boyd from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, the 9 of Kobe Cooper. Got it done just in time. I apologize about that. Computer having some issues with the graphics, and we'll see if we can fix it here. Just give me 1 second. See if I can adjust this for you. Get you back in frame. There we go. Sorry about that. I want to make sure you guys have a full... Oh. No, I got it now, Roger. I fixed whatever it was, so. Getting ready to go green flag racing once again. have to try. I'm trying to fix the slideshow. Actually, we're just going to take it off for now. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 1 underway. And it is Michael Sheridan out front. Trying to jump up and see what I'm looking for. There we go. And we got our first caution of the night. Kobe Cooper. Possibly. Or Tyler Wilson. Tyler Wilson on pit road. Let's go back and see how it happened. Of Wilson battling on the inside here. To get loose. Trevor Berry comes up the racetrack a little bit, gets into him, into the inside wall, flips it over, and goes around. And that's going to bring out our first caution of the night. Get back to our live feed here. Tim Nichols, thanks for checking in. Looks like you were trying to race tonight but missed out. I think we have quite a few cars in here, over 40 I know for sure, so full server I'm guessing by your comments. Glad to see you joined us on the stream though. Glenn Reed, yes, God bless America, and watching from Flint, Michigan. Thank you for checking in. And Anne Marie, good to see you once again. Under caution here, it is Michael Sheridan, Peyton Grease, and Cody Olson, your 3 transfer spots at the moment. Getting ready to go green flag racing once again. Green flag in the air. Here we go. It's still Michael Sheridan out front. Peyton Grease, Cody Olson will check in on Olson in the 6th place position. Rusty, no problem there. Trying to make sure it looks good. I think it did an update, having a couple issues with what's going on, so I'll continue to work on it and adjust as we go. Olson holding on to the 3rd spot. Still 4 laps left to go here in this heat race. Working on 3 to go now. We're watching that 3rd place battle now developing. Cody Olson in the 3rd place spot. Trevor Berry trying to come up there and challenge. Sheridan was your quick time qualifying winner. Trying to take heat race number 1. 2 to go. We'll jump back up and look at Sheridan as Grease has run him down just a little bit. Oh, Sheridan into the wall as the white flag comes out. Grease going to get a run down the backstretch. Head into 1 and 2. And it looks like Peyton Grease could steal the win here in heat race number 1. Sheridan going to try to challenge and bring it back. Can he do it? Peyton Grease is going to take the heat race win here for the Edmond Trophy Company heat race number 1. So how about Peyton Grease coming through and stealing the first heat race? We're going to get ready for heat race number 2 to get out on the racetrack. There we go. That'll fix that. We'll get our slideshow back up there for you. Heat race number 2, getting ready to grid out on the racetrack. This heat race is going to be brought to us by Sign It Up Wrap Signs and Graphics. Starting on the pole position will be the 30 of John Helm, starting on the outside of row number 1 for Brent Marks Sim Team. Alkaline 88 from Ontario, Ohio, the 27 of Kevin Click. Row number 2. Starting third for SST, Elida Machine and Tool from Elida, Ohio, the 54 of David Diller. To the outside for UDSRA, Forrest Waggy I-55 Lawyer from St. Louis, Missouri, the 73 of Larry Moody. Row number 3, starting 5th, the 107 of Jaden Wolf. Starting 6th for a handmade Motorsports Sim Team, Wilkie's Auto Service from Genesee, Wisconsin, the 38 of Eric Wilkie. Row number 4, starting 7th, the 41 of Tyler Kendall. Starting 8th, the 217 of David Wilson. Starting 9th, for GoToSt. from Naugatuck, Connecticut, the 17 of Christopher Monroe. Starting on the outside, the final spot here in heat race number 2, the 53 of Bob Ramunda. Getting ready to go. It's going to be John Helms in the 21 crashing there, not the 30 car. And Kevin Click leading us to the green flag. At USA Speedway Open setup this week. We switch on and off with it being an even number week. In week number 10 on the season, we are having an open setup. Next week we'll be back with our fixed setup. We are over halfway here on the season for the 360 sprint cars. Green flag in the air as they dive off into turns 1 and 2. Week season here with the 360s. Working on week number 10. John Helms, David Diller, Kevin Click, your top 3 that would advance. We've had 42 different heat races coming into this week, 30 different winners. Max Stanball leads with 5 heat race wins. Sheridan was trying to get his 3rd heat race win of the season until he ran into the outside wall coming to the white flag. Here in heat race number 2, though, John Helms trying to run away. And David Diller in the 2nd position. We'll look at Kevin Click because here comes Larry Moody challenging for that 3rd place position. Oh, looks like Christopher Monroe rode the wall there. Was that David Wilson? Would have been David Wilson that got up on the wall. We got a caution on the racetrack now. Let's go check on Wilson. Was it him? He's in the 17 car. Something happened to Wilson, or was it Jaden Wolf who had some issues? Oh, Wolf was the one that got on the wall. Then he came down, tagged what looks to be possibly Tyler Kendall, and then went over on his side, bringing out our first caution here in heat race number 2. Got 5 heat races, a couple consolation races, our pole dash, and then the feature. So it's still Helms, Dillner, and Click, your top three. We're going to have 4 to go. We'll be halfway through heat race number 2 when we come back around. Lights are still on the pace track. That means we're going to go another lap around. Should be going green this time out of turn 4. Pacer laps take quite a while here. With it being at USA, bigger racetrack. Takes a little while to get around here under caution. Looks like John Helms having some connection issues now. Lights are out on the pace track though, so he's going to peel off down here, down pit road. Green flag back in the air. Here we go with heat race number 2 back underway. Railing around that top line is John Helms. I have 3 to go this time by. Go back here to look at Kevin Click. He's holding on to that final chance for position. Been able to hold off Larry Mooney for the time being, but we're going to come to 2 to go this time by. Can he still hold on to it? Oh, contact with... There's carnage everywhere as he made contact with David Diller. And that's going to bring out our caution. Let's go back and look. John Helms drives away up front unscathed, but Diller and Click going to have some massive trouble, and we're going to go back and look at it. Here you go. Click dives it on in here, gets a run. Diller might have touched the wall, and then Diller comes down a little bit. Click comes down and catches Larry Moody, and Jaden Wolf just avoids the mess there. So your second, third, and fourth place cars all get involved in that one. That's going to shake everything up with your running orders. John Helms, Eric Wilkie, Tyler Kendall. Now your 3 that would advance. Christopher Monroe now just sitting on the outside looking in. Bob Ramundo into the top 5. David Wilson 6th. Jaden Wolf 7th. Larry Moody 8th. Click 9th. And Diller 10th. Moody still running on the racetrack in the 8th position. Click and Diller have all gone down pit road. Called it a heat race. Gonna get ready to go once again out of turn 4 this time. John Helms gonna try to finish this thing off here in heat race number 2. Green flag gonna be back in the air. Here we go. We can see if we can end it right now, and checkered flag in the air. I think we're going to race back around to the finish line, so it's going to be interesting. Nope, that's going to do it. How about that? John Helms takes the win. Must have ran out on time there. So Helms gets the win. We'll get ready for heat race number 3. Starting on the front row for the Scott King Design Heat Race is The Team ABR Dirt Armada Wiki Cushion Next Gen Fab driver from Metamora, Ohio, the 22 of Jason Nygaard to his outside, the 184 of Tyler No. Row number 2, starting on the inside in the 3rd position, the 90 of Trevor Royer to his outside, the 23 of Alex Szerzynski. Row number 3, starting 5th, the 20 of Daniel Burkhart, starting 6th for Royal Sim Sports Edge Racing Designs. From Moore, Oklahoma, the 21 of Michael Meek. Row number 4, starting 7th for Sandbagger Sim Team, Greg Dahlman Racing. From Tampa, Florida, the 5 of Max Stambaugh to the outside, starting 8th in the 88, Garrett Boyd. And rounding out the back row, starting 9th for Fit Transportation from Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania, the 120 of Jerome Weagle. And starting 10th for Beware Racing Superior Builder, the 17 of Buddy Ware. He's from Iola, Kansas. We're going to get ready to go here with our Scott King Design Heat Race. 8 more laps. 3 more cars to the feature. Top 2 will go to the pole dash. 3rd one will join them in the show. Jason Nygaard, Tyler No, going to bring us to the green flag. Green flag in the air. Here we go once again. Jason Nygaard leading us out front. Trying to pull away from Tyler No, and we're going to keep an eye on Trevor Royer. He's got the final transfer position right now. He's going to see Alex Szerzynski in his rear view mirror. Or excuse me, Trevor Royer just jumps up to the 2nd spot. He got around Tyler No. Now Szerzynski going to look down the back of No, try to get around him to get into a transfer position. Two laps complete, 6 to go. Here in the heat race, Szerzynski having trouble. He's going to fall through the field. Meek will now come up to the 4th position. No will hang on to the 3rd position. And Szerzynski will fall back to 6th. Here comes Max Stambaugh as well. He's in the 5th spot. And he might have just got together with Szerzynski. That's going to put Stambaugh back to 6th now. Meek has drove up to the 4th spot and now starting to challenge No for the 3rd spot. Here comes Michael Meek to the inside, and 3 and 4, big slider coming in the middle of the turn. Is he going to be able to hold on to it? Yes, Michael Meek to the 3rd place spot now. 4 laps left to go. Here comes another slider, possibly coming back from No on Meek, not going to be able to hold it. Meek gets a drive off the top side. He'll pull back up into the 3rd position. Szerzynski going to look to the inside of No now. He's going to pull a slider just like Meek did. Can he hold it off of 4? He gets into the wall down the front stretch a little bit, and they were nose to nose at the line, but Tyler No is going to hold on to the position. Now he throws the slider here in 1 and 2. Here comes Szerzynski back on the bottom line. Sliders all around between these two. Here comes another one for Szerzynski. He takes a big slider into 3 and 4. He catches Michael Meek and going to catch No and put them both into the wall. So a little over aggressive there by Alex Szerzynski. We'll go back and watch this one. So No has that small slider in 1 and 2. Watch this slider here in 3 and 4 by Szerzynski. He's going to drive it in deep, get right to the back, catch the left rear of Meek. Meek's going to slide up the track, catch Tyler No, and the 3 of them are all going to have some major damage here with 3 to go. Jason Nygaard still your race leader. Trevor Royer finds himself in the 2nd spot. And Max Stambaugh now finds himself in a transfer position. Daniel Burkhart is sitting on the outside looking in the 4th spot. have a green-white checkered shootout to decide it. Keep an eye on Standball, see if he can hold on to that final transfer position. Getting ready, they're going to stack him back up. Here we go. Third heat race, getting ready to get restarted. Green flag back in the air. Sponsored by Scott King Designs. Green flag back in the air, and we're looking at Jason Nygaard, your race leader. Trevor Royer and Max Standball all trying to advance through to the feature. Royer makes a run there out of 3 and 4. Wants to get up here and challenge for the race win. Here comes Standball as well. He's going to dive it on into the bottom side. White flag in the air. Can Jason Nygaard hold him off? Coming through 3 and 4 this time. Nygaard is going to be able to do it. Royer and Standball are going to go with him. That'll wrap it up. Burkhart, Boyd, Weigel, Meek, Szerzinski, Ware, and No. Going to head to our LCQs here in a little bit. We're going to get ready for heat race number 4 on the racetrack. Starting on the front row, 4. The Wicked Cushion eSports heat race number 4. For SSR Elite. From Indianapolis, Indiana, your pole sitter, the 75 of Michael Berthay to his outside. Starting second for Black Diamond Motorsports. Ultimate Dirt TV from Warrensburg, Missouri, the 10 of Ryan Scheidt. Row number 2, starting third, will be the 5 of Gage Stevens. Starting fourth, the 48 of Carter Chevalier. Row number 3, starting 5th for Vanderpool Racing. Looking at his sponsors there, I can get Jack's Wax, Milling, CMF Skills, I think's the other one. From Parma, Michigan, the 27 of Brad Lamberson. And then on the outside, starting 6th, the 000 of John Fall. Row number 4 for Team Scott King Design. Telly Lake Vet and Fast Wings, starting 7th from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the 118 of Scott King. Starting 8th, the 73 of Nicholas McGathy. And rounding out the field, starting 9th for BGI Sim Sport BSB from Junction City, Kansas, will be the 1 of Jacob Schmutz to his outside. Starting 10th, the 58 of Hunter Gaines. We're going to get ready to go with our 4th heat race of the night. Berthay and Scheidt going to lead us to the green flag. Have another pace lap before they go, and I am only seeing 8 cars on the racetrack right now, unless my math's off, but I'm only seeing 8. Looks like Carter Chevalier has not made the call. You'd be on the outside there of row number 2 alongside Gage Stevens. So you see John Fall moving up in the 0. We're missing another car. I don't know exactly who it is, but we're going green flag racing. We got a car down on the infield off the start. And we got a massive wreck back there in the corner. I don't know if that's going to bring out a caution flag or not, and it will. Caught it in the back of the camera because I was watching to see who was on the infield off the start, and let's go back and look. Off the start, we see a car dive down to the inside here. Don't know who that is. It's spun out. So it looks like McGathy was on pit road. I don't know if he spun off right off the start or not. Hunter Gaines is put on his roof back there, and let's watch it again. Gaines on the back row. Who dives off to the infield here? There goes Birthday to the infield. And Gaines gets together with Jacob Smuts. They go into each other and both end up on the outside wall. That's what brought out your caution. So Scott King is now your race leader. Or is it Birthday? I don't know why it's timing scoring showing King as the race leader, but he's coming around. Trying to catch up to the back of the field, I do believe. Birthday is going to be, there it is, there's the pace track. So King was coming back around to catch the back of the field. Hunter Gaines is back on track, currently in the 9th position. McGathy and Chevalier have both pulled off. It is Birthday, Scheidt, and Stevens, your top 3. Working on heat race number 4 of 5. And we're going to take another pace lap here. Heat race has taken a little bit already. Almost a half or 45 minutes into our show. Get to a bigger racetrack like this, pace laps kill the time when it takes. I mean, we're taking almost a minute for just a pace lap itself. Good to see the servers full once again, though. I know we went to Weed Sport last week, only had 4 heat races. This week, full 5 heat races. Looks like we're going to have a D, C, and B main, so a lot of racing action, and we've had a lot of different results here throughout the season between our 9 weeks so far. As I had mentioned, we had 30 different heat race winners between 42 heat races, so really good mix up there in the results. 4th heat race back underway. And we're ready to go. Oh, crash. Stevens goes around. He gets it spun right back up, though. I think we're going to stay green. Stevens got together with, I think, Lamberson. No, he didn't get together with Lamberson. Who was it? John Fall? I think he got together with Fall. That puts Lamberson into a transfer position. Jacob Smuts back up to the 4th spot. Stevens in the 5th spot. Fall was the one that got together with Stevens, and King back here in the 7th position. The race leader is Birthday, working on lap 3 of 8, 4 of 8 now. Next time around, they'll be halfway home. Scheidt is closing the gap, though. He was at 3/10 of a second that time around. We'll see what it is next time we come around. Seems like he's definitely driving into the picture here for a race win. Three to go. And he caught almost a full second off, or full 10th that time, not a full second. It looks like Birthday slipped there too. Maybe lost a little bit of traction coming out of 2. That's going to close the gap down even more. We'll see coming out of 4 this time. It's going to be 2 laps left to go. If Scheidt can close by a 10th each lap, and it was about 0.08 that time. So it's close. I don't know if Scheidt's there. I don't know if he's going to be able to make a move though as we come to the line. Let's check back on Lamberson for just a second. Looks like he's running all alone. So it's going to be these two. Scheidt's underneath Birthday as they come to the line, but I don't know if he's going to be able. Like I said, he's close. Just don't know if he's within enough distance to make the room. He gets up into the wall. That'll surely do it. Birthday going to pull away just a little bit, enough to come around and take the Wicked Cushion eSports heat race win. Scheidt going to come across in second, Lamberson third. Those three will advance. Stevens, Fall, Schmutz, King, McGathy, Gaines, and Chevalier all going to have to go through our qualifiers, or our consolation races. We'll get ready for our final heat race of the night. It will be our Black Diamond Motorsports heat race. The grid coming up just like this, starting on the pole position will be the 13 of Aiden Berlin. To his outside for Black Diamond Motorsports, UDTV 19 Design and Tim Sims from Sellersburg, Indiana. The 36 of Nathan Davis. Row number 2, starting on the inside in the third position from Knoxville, Tennessee, the 40 of Davin Cardwell. To his outside, last week's winner, the 151 of Clayton Tilley. I think he's actually just going to be running the 51 car. Row number 3, starting 5th, the 95 of Dakota Kuhn. Starting 6th for UDSRA, Highside Raceway and TH Designs from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the 19 of Troy Wagaman. Row number 4, starting 7th for U.S. Navy, Brazen Firearms from Quad City, Illinois, the 65 of Jordan Etter. Starting 8th for UDSRA, Highside Fastline and Speedway Engines from Livingston, Montana, the 56 of David Flick. And rounding out the field, starting 9th for BGI Simsport, Night Trips from Owasso, Oklahoma, the 13 of Cody Kelly. And starting 10th for Casey's General Stores from Des Moines, Iowa, will be the 4 of Jason Randolph. Getting ready to go once again. And Ann Bree, figured you'd send a message in the chat as Aiden starts on the pole here for heat race number 5, brought to us by the Black Diamond Motorsports. We'll get ready for our consolation races. I'm going to go green flag racing this time out of turn 4. It's going to be Berlin and Davis bringing us to the green flag. Pace truck going to dive off, and here we go. Final heat race of the night on the racetrack and underway. Green flag in the air. Berlin jumps out to the early race lead. Nathan Davis tucks into the second place position. Good start there for Aiden. We'll look back here at Nathan Davis. We got a battle with Davin Cardwell and Clayton Tilley back here for the final transfer positions. Looks like Davin Cardwell has jumped up to that third place spot over Tilley. Here comes Cardwell down to the inside. It's a great run. It makes it look super easy on Nathan Davis there into the second spot. Cardwell looks mighty fast here at USA. If he can hold it straight, we're going to keep an eye on him. I'm going to keep an eye on the gap. It's half a second right now between Berlin and Cardwell. Davis seems to draw up on the back of him a little bit more as well. Tilley's still there in striking distance as well. 0.7 of a second. So Berlin is pulling away here in the heat race. Coming to the halfway point this time around. And now Cardwell's figured something out because he is closing. It's down back to a half a second now between the two. Tilley into the third place spot. He's got around Davis, and so has Wagaman. Wagaman up to the fourth spot. Now he's battling with Davis for fourth and fifth. Looks like Nathan Davis back in to the fourth spot around Wagaman. They're going to do some battle. We're keeping an eye on it. 3 to go. The gap has expanded for Aiden Berlin now up to over a second, 1.2, now down to 0.8. So the gap kind of stabilizing, but also expanding and shrinking. Staying about the same distance. Cardwell has not been able to close in more than by half a second. Berlin doing his job, but now Cardwell under attack from Tilley. Here comes Tilley, second half of the race, making a strong run up to the second spot. White flag in the air. Can Aiden do it? Go flag to flag and add another new heat race winner on the season. Oh no, he's already got a heat race win. I just checked it. So it would be his second at least. See if he can do it. Into 3 and 4 this time. Challenge coming from Tilley, but it might be too late. Here comes Aiden Berlin to the line. He's going to take the Black Diamond Motorsports heat race win. Clayton Tilley and Davin Cardwell going to go with them to the feature. Tilley to the pole dash. Davis, Wagaman, Kuhn, Randolph, Eder, Kelly, and Flick going to head to the LCQs. They're going to be on the racetrack right now. Once we get everybody clear from heat race number 5, and we get our D main out here on the racetrack. 14 cars, top 4 will go to the back of the C main. As they start to grid out on the racetrack, we'll get out here and look at them. Starting on the pole position for the Dirt Racing Network D main will be David Wilson starting his outside, Alex Szerzinski. Row number 2 starting 3rd, Nicholas McGathy starting 4th, Jordan Eder. Row number 3 starting 5th, Jeffrey Herrick starting 6th, Jaden Wolf. Row number 4 starting 7th, Buddy Ware starting 8th, Hunter Gaines. Row number 5 starting 9th, Cody Kelly starting 10th, Tyler Wilson. Starting in row 6, starting 11th, Larry Moody starting 12th, Tyler No. Row number 7 starting 13th, Carter Chevalier, and starting 14th, David Flick. This is what happens when you get a full server like this. You get some of the regulars having some trouble with qualifying, like Szerzinski, and where did I see it? Larry Moody. Moody's had some trouble throughout the season qualifying into the feature. And it's not going to be an easy task here starting in the D main. John Helms, thanks for checking in. Helms a regular on the Dirt Racing Network. John, I think I might have saw you in all 3 races I did yesterday. Getting ready to go once again. Dirt Racing Network D main is underway. Green flag in the air, and what a jump for David Wilson in the 17 car. He's going to pull away. Like we said, top 4 is what we're watching. 4 transfer positions into the C main as they go into turn 4. We got a caution on the racetrack already. Go see what it might be. Tyler No, he's on pit road. That's usually a pretty good sign. Here he is starting on the outside. Jumps up. Gains a couple spots going to the outside on the restart. Coming through, Cody Kelly having some trouble. Hunter Gaines gets into him. Spins him around, and those two go into the inside wall there down the backstretch and bring out the caution. Looks like we're going to take another pace lap. It's Wilson, Szerzynski, Herrick, and Eder. The 4 that would transfer at the moment, but we only made it 1 out of 10 laps. We're going to do another pace lap. Let's go up above and see if we can see. There's something going on while we were waiting. Oh, we're trying to get a car in line back there. See in the back of the field if you look off to the left. What we were doing. Looks like everybody is now set. Oh, there's a car rolling off pit road there as well. I'm gonna try to get up to speed. We'll see if he can get back around. Who is that? Before we go green once again. I have a long way to go catch up with the field. They have a heck of a run for the restart. I think that's Jaden Wolf trying to catch up with the field. Looks like he will get there. We'll get ready to go. Green flag racing once again. Lights out on the pace truck this time. That was Tyler No actually catching up with the field. Green flag back in the air. Got 14 cars on the racetrack. Got cars down to the inside already. We go through 1 and 2. Look right here, Wilson, Szerzynski, Herrick, and Eder. And we're going to look back here at the final 2 transfer spots for the time being. Eder holding on to that position at the moment. Oh, looks like Herrick that time had a little trouble. Come out of 2, that lets Eder close in the 0.65. Szerzynski and Wilson, the gap staying about the same at 0.6 of a second. But now Jordan Eder has got a rear view mirror full as they go around Wolf. And here comes Tyler Wilson trying to get to the C main as we're halfway through our D main. As your leaders come through. And Wilson did get up to that 4th spot. Or Jaden Wolf has actually drove himself up to the 5th spot. And then Jordan Eder in the 6th spot. Tyler Wilson starting to drive himself up and catch Jeffrey Herrick as well, as we got 4 laps left to go. Now he's going to get out of shape. Here comes Wolf to the inside. This is all a battle for the 3rd place spot. If they catch Herrick, it would be for 2nd and 3rd. 3 to go this time. They have let David Wilson run out by over a second. Herrick having some issues coming out of the corners. Here comes Wolf to the inside of Wilson. Wolf now right on the back of Herrick. He's going to slide up in front of Wilson for the 3rd place spot, but he's probably going to try to take a look here for the 2nd place spot in 3 and 4. Herrick getting loose. He's going to get a little help there from Wilson. That's going to allow Wolf to go by for the Wolf for the 2nd place spot. Herrick holding on to the 3rd place spot for the time being now. Or no, that was the 3rd place spot, my bad. Herrick was holding on to the 3rd place spot because Alex Szerzynski's in the 2nd spot. There is Szerzynski coming to the white flag. So Jaden Wolf, Tyler Wilson. Forgotten that 4 are transferring, so Wilson would have it. But now it looks like he's in trouble with David Flick. Flick driving himself right up here all of a sudden into the 3rd spot. 4th spot. So it's going to be David Wilson taking the Dirt Racing Network D main. Trzynski in 2nd, Jaden Wolf in 3rd, and David Flick in 4th. How about that for your D main? We'll get ready for your C main. To grid out here on the racetrack. Here they come. Starting on the front row for the Dirty Girl and Dirty Dick Speedway C main. Starting on the front row is your pole sitter, Christopher Monroe. Starting 2nd, Jerome Weagle. Row number 2, starting 3rd, Jacob Smuts. Starting 4th, Dakota Kuhn. Row number 3, starting 5th, Jonathan White. Starting 6th, Bob Ramundo. Row number 4, starting 7th, Michael Meek. Starting 8th, Scott King. Row number 5, starting 9th, Jason Randolph. Starting 10th, Colby Cooper. Row number 6, starting 11th, David Wilson, your D main winner. And starting 12th, Alec Trzynski. Row number 7, starting 13th, Jaden Wolf. Starting 14th, David Flick. We're getting ready to go here with our C main. 4 more cars to the back of the B main. And we'll take 5 from our B main to our A main. Give us a car field of 20. We go 30 laps around after our pole dash. We'll change the starting order up a little bit. Green flag in the air, here we go. Christopher Monroe out to the early race lead. Weagle and Smuts in 2nd and 3rd, and Dakota Kuhn holds that 4th spot for the time being. There's about to be a battle though on the racetrack for that 3rd and 4th place spot. I hear sheet metal crinkling, and there's the caution flag. Could it be in the back? Yeah, David Flick, who drove his way up to a final transfer position in the D main, having some trouble on the start, and his night may be done after that transfer position. 3 wide, 4 wide, that's not going to work, and it looks like it's carnage back there on the backstretch. Scott King, David Flick, Alex Trzynski, Colby Cooper, and maybe more all involved there. That's where we caught David Flick trying to get his car righted. Looked like they actually might have been able to make 4 wide work, and then they had a car get turned around in front of them and caused that chain reaction crash there. So it's Monroe, Weagle, Smuts, and Kuhn. The top four staying the same since we started. Green flag back in the air, C main back underway. Here we go once again. We'll see if we can get a run in here to decide our C main, get some good racing action back out here under the green flag. Christopher Monroe pulling away from Weagle, but look at this behind Monroe. Weagle, Smuts, and Kuhn battling it out. Between the three of them, now they've drove up to the back of Christopher Monroe. They're going to make it interesting here, not let Monroe run away with this thing. Oh, Weagle got loose. That's going to let Meek slip in there. We got another caution on the racetrack. David Wilson. Bob Ramunda. Scott King. Wilson taps the wall, goes up across the racetrack. That shouldn't have been enough to cause a caution though, should it? Got the car rolling again. Let's take a look at David Wilson. See what happened to him. He's battling with Colby Cooper here. On the front stretch he comes. Into 1 and 2. It's a little tap into the wall, spins her out. Backs her into the wall and gets her rolling again. And there's Raimundo that had some issue as well. So maybe with both the cars trying to get back up to speed, they brought the caution out. He's just ahead of Jonathan White there. So caution flag on the racetrack. Lap 3 is in the books. Here we go. Once again, green flag back in the air. We'll try it again here in the Dirty Girl, Dirty Dick Speedway C main. Back underway for the third time. Oh, contact back there with Dakota Kuhn. Kuhn and Michael Meek getting into it. Let's go back there and look at it from this view. Looks like Dakota Kuhn's been able to pull away, and now he's going to come after Weagle. He's got back up into the third position. Meek in the 5th spot and Szerzynski in the 6th spot. Kuhn going to try to make another run. Trying to go to the top side. Now going to look underneath Weagle. They've caught Smuts up in front of him. Szerzynski almost looped it out in the middle of 3 and 4. Now here comes a run by Meek for the 4th spot. He's going to tap the wall with his right side of his car. Now try to bump Kuhn through the corner on the push bar. Here comes Meek to the inside. Weagle has more trouble. That's going to put Meek in a transfer position. They're now battling for the 3rd spot. Looks like Meek's got it. They're battling for 3rd and 4th. Meek slow out of 2 there. Kuhn got a good run. Made Meek look like he was slowing down or standing still. It's Still Christopher Monroe out front. Jacob Smuts trying to pester him though, as we got 5 to go. Now here comes Meek to the inside of Smuts for the second place position. Jeremy Weigel in the 5th place spot, but he's lost a lot of time to the front 4. David Wilson and Alex Trzynski battling with him, and Weigel might have some issues. And now Dakota Kuhn's got some issues because he just lost a lot of time to the front 3. He got shuffled to the back, and he's able to regroup a little bit because he's pulled back away from the other guys back there in Wilson, Trzynski, and Randolph. But he's out of touch with the front 3 that have broke away now, and now it's a 3-way battle for the lead. Here comes Michael Meek. Meek coming out of nowhere to the front, leading lap number 9. Giving us 3 to go here. How about Michael Meek? What a drive he's put on, and now Jacob Smuts has got around Monroe as well. Wonder if Monroe's car is starting to go away a little bit here as we close out the C main. 2 to go. Monroe went from leading 8 laps to now he's sitting in the 3rd spot. Just 1 spot away from being on the bubble. Let's take a look at Dakota Kuhn. He's run away from Trzynski a little bit. Not too comfortable, but he's trying to close back up to those 3 coming to the white flag. 1 more lap to go. We'll see if Kuhn can hold on. Meek has took command of the lead over Smuts and Monroe. Here comes Trzynski down the backstretch. He's going to have 1 shot in 3 and 4 to try to get it done. Is he going to be able to do it? Doesn't look like it. Here comes Michael Meek. He's going to take the Dirty Girl and Dirty Dick Speedway C main win. Smuts, Monroe, and Kuhn going to go to the back of the B main. We're going to get ready for that to grid up on the racetrack. The rest of the guys are going to see their night done here early in week number 10. 15 cars here in the B main, which is brought to us by School of Sim Racing. And your grid for the School of Sim Racing B main will look this way. Starting on the pole will be the 7 of Trevor Berry. It is outside the 38 of Eric Wilkie. Row number 2, Daniel Burkhart starting 3rd. Starting 4th, Gage Stevens. Row number 3, starting 5th, Nathan Davis. Starting 6th, Garrett Halsey. Row number 4, starting 7th, Tyler Kendall. Starting 8th, Garrett Boyd. Starting on row number 5 in the 9th position, John Fall. Starting 10th, Troy Wagaman. Row number 6, starting 11th, Rico Robles. Starting 12th, your C main winner, Michael Meek. Row number 7, starting 13th, Jacob Smuts. Starting 14th, Christopher Monroe. And rounding out your field here for the B main, will be starting 15th, Dakota Kuhn. Barry and Wilkie going to lead us to the green flag. Looks like Wilkie's going to be driving the 41 car. Correction, as I said there in the starting lineup. 14 laps. We have this B main, then we have our pole dash and our feature, which will be 30 laps in total. Green flag only laps as well, as it's been going on throughout the night. 5 cars going to transfer here from the B main to the feature, so we'll keep an eye on that 5th place position. It was 15 cars transferring from our 5 heat races. These 5 will give us a field of 20 for the feature. It's been a little while since we've seen anybody in the chat. We know our regulars are here, but if anyone else is in here watching the stream, feel free to send a message in the chat. We can see them all from Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. We know we got quite a few Aiden Berlin fans in here. Come and check us out every Monday night. Green flag in the air. Away we go once again. B main on the racetrack. We'll see which 5 cars will make it to our show. We got contact back there to pile up. 3 cars involved. Looks like Christopher Monroe is one of them. Let's go take a look, see what happened. Smuts and Kuhn as well involved. Let's see as we go into turns 1 and 2, it's all going to transpire. They're already beating and banging on the doors. Little hold up there coming in. Kuhn gets a little loose. Oh, it's Wagaman and the 20 car of, not sure who is running the, oh, Daniel Burkhart. Burkhart and Wagaman get together and bring out our first caution of the night. Collected in that was Christopher Monroe. It's our first caution of the B main. Had quite a few cautions, I should say, throughout the night, but first one we've had here in our School of Sim Racing B main. So the current running order is Trevor Berry, Eric Wilkie, Daniel Burkhart, Gage Stevens, and Nathan Davis, your top 5. Those 5 would be the 5 to transfer to the feature. That's Garrett Halsey, Garrett Boyd, John Fall, Rico Robles, and Michael Meek, your top 10. Rusty, thanks for checking in from Jefferson City, Missouri, rooting on Ryan Scheidt. Thanks for tuning in. Scheidt already transferring to the A main. Kathy checking in. As always, rooting on from Muskogee, Oklahoma. Mom and Grandma rooting for Garrett tonight. Well, Garrett's got a little bit of work to do if he wants to get up there in the feature. He restarts in the 7th place position, not too far away from a transfer position, and that's going to help because Burkhart just got together with Wilkie. That's going to shuffle things up a little bit, and it's chaos back here around the 5th place position. Trevor Berry, Nathan Davis have ran away, but Gage Stevens, and they are beating and banging on the doors of each other here. I don't know how 5, 6 cars haven't got involved. You can see there is Boyd right there just behind all of this. Garrett Boyd in the 7th place position, but it's Halsey, Stevens, and Burkhart beating on each other for these final transfer positions, and it looks like things have settled down maybe for the 2nd. They're going to heat back up as we go into 1 and 2 once again. Stevens into the wall in 1 and 2. They come down right in front of Boyd. Halsey, Burkhart, and Wilkie going to get back by. Berry, Davis, Halsey, Burkhart, Wilkie. Your top 5. Here comes Garrett Boyd trying to make a run around Wilkie for that final transfer position. We've got a caution on the racetrack. Gage Stevens having some more issues. Going to bring out the caution. We saw him get in front of Garrett Boyd. Pulls down to the inside here. Gets a little loose, makes contact with Michael Meek. Meek spins out. Stevens comes back into the racetrack. Christopher Monroe, Jacob Smuts gets a hit. And Stevens ends up laying in the middle of the racetrack on the entrance to turn number 1. And that'll bring out our 2nd caution. We will go live. We don't need to go to a replay. Get back up with our top 5, and man, did things intensify there after that last restart. As we said, it's still Trevor Berry, Nathan Davis, Garrett Halsey, Daniel Burkhart, and Eric Wilkie, your top 5. Then it's Garrett Boyd, Michael Meek, Oh, it looks like it's going to be Rico Robles, Dakota Kuhn, Troy Wagaman, and John Fall. Michael Meek falling to the back of the field or going down pit road, not sure which. Things got crazy there for a minute, and I wouldn't expect anything less. So we're going to get ready to go inside. 10 laps left to go. We're going to have about 9 to go when we restart, or maybe even 8 to go. We go one more pace lap around before we go green again. Here we go. Going to go out of turn 4 once again. Green flag back in the air. And it's Trevor Berry leading us through turns 1 and 2. We're going to keep an eye back here on Eric Wilkie as Nathan Davis gets a good run off the top side because he's got that final transfer position. This is where the battle's been here in the B main. Here comes Dakota Kuhn trying to drive his way back up in it. Burkhart and Halsey going to run away for 3rd and 4th. Davis, here comes, that's Wilkie trying to put himself to the inside of Burkhart there for the 4th spot. Wilkie's going to slide up, not be able to hold off Burkhart. Burkhart going to keep a run. Halsey going to go to the top side. He's got the 3rd spot. Garrett Boyd looking for real estate to try to make a move. Also not get involved with these two as they do battle. Here comes Dakota Kuhn to the top side, trying to make a run and get up here in the battle as well. He's in the 6th position. Kuhn into the wall, getting loose. Wagaman's joining the battle as well. This battle of Wilkie and Burkhart holding up the cars behind them. Trying to search for a way around. They're going to run up on Halsey here in a second as well. Trevor Berry has pulled out on the field. Here comes Wilkie to the inside again. Going to try to slide up and clear Burkhart this time. Not going to be able to do it. They're tire to tire as they cross the line. It was still Burkhart at the line, but Wilkie again trying through 1 and 2 to clear them. Not going to be able to do it. They'll drag race down the backstretch and into 3 and 4 once again. Coming to 4 to go this time. Can Wilkie clear Burkhart? He's going to slide up. Burkhart gives him the room. At the line, Wilkie leads in the 4th spot this time. That'll put Burkhart back to 5th. Wilkie should be able to clear him here in a lap or 2. And there he goes. He clears him. Burkhart going to get to run to the outside, though. Try to re-challenge for that lead, or for that 4th spot. While that's been happening, here comes Michael Meek back, and Garrett Boyd has been patiently sitting back here watching this all happen. Every once in a while, they'll close in on Garrett Halsey. Let's jump up to the front. There's Trevor Berry. He's coming around to see 2 laps left to go. Nathan Davis can close in, but he can't get there to challenge yet for that race lead. Looks like Berry's getting a better run out of the corners. 2 laps left to go. We're going to go back here to the 4th, 5th, and 6th place battle. And now they've almost involved Garrett Halsey as well for 3rd. Boyd just off by a touch. Wilkie and Burkhart. You can see Burkhart pinning Wilkie there down to the bottom. It looked like Davis had caught Berry there. I believe the white flag should be in the air. There it is. Nathan Davis going to make a run to the top side, but not going to be able to be enough. Let's go back here. Things could get aggressive for these final spots. Wilkie trying to hold on to the 5th spot. Boyd not going to be able to do anything. Trevor Berry is going to be able to take the School of Sim Racing B main win. Davis, Halsey, Burkhart, and Wilkie going to go with them to the feature. That's going to wrap it up here as we get ready for the pole dash. They're going to get ready to grid out on the racetrack. So for the rest of the guys, their nights are going to be done. So those 5 will advance. We'll get our 10 cars out here on the racetrack for the pole dash. As they come out, we'll call them out for you. John Helms going to be one of them. Jason Nygaard as well. Brad Lamberson, Trevor Royer, Peyton Grease, Ryan Scheidt, David Diller, Michael Birthday, Aiden Berlin, Clayton Tilley, all coming out here. Looks like they're already almost all in formation. Let's see if we can jump up here and find out who's going to be on the pole. Nygaard looks like he's going to start on the front row. Looks like Peyton Grease is going to start on the inside in the pole position. So it would be Grease and Nygaard on row number 1. Looks like Berlin is there on row number 2. Oh, no. Change that up. Here they come. John Helms. John Helms will get the pole position. Then Nygaard in second. No, it looks like they're still sorting it out. Yeah, swap it over there. So Nygaard on the pole. Helms in second. Then it's Grease starting third. Birthday fourth. Berlin fifth. And Sheridan starting sixth on the outside of row number 3. Royer's got the 8th place starting spot with, who is that lagging way behind? Lamberson's still on pit road, so maybe Brad's not going to be in this. Still waiting to see who's back there. Trevor Royer. Okay, so it's Scheidt going to start on the inside of row number 4 with Tilley on the outside. And then we got, is that Diller on the outside of row number 5? Yeah, that is David Diller in the 554. So it looks like we only have, we got 11 cars in the feature. I think we got 1 car too many. And there's Diller. He's going to pull off, realizing he did not make it. So here we go. Green flag back in the air. John Helms out front. Birthday and Nygaard going to pull away here off the start. We got a caution. I think we got a pile up back there. We'll wait for a few cars to catch back up. Looks like Scheidt, Royer. Switch click on Trevor Royer, see if we can get a quick replay of what happened. Looks like Sheridan's going down pit road as well. Oh, yeah, Sheridan got a big hit. Off the restart. They're beating on each other as we went to the green flag. Went into one. Oh, looks like Grease moved Sheridan up the track. Sheridan got set into the wall and collected Trevor Royer. And that's how we got with that caution. Not many times we see a caution in the pole dash. We'll try it again. Looks like Nygaard to the inside and Helms to the outside. Berlin, Birthday, Wilkie, and Tilley. Eric Wilkie in here? Wasn't Wilkie just in the B main? Not sure. Green flag in the air. John Helms falling back to second as Nygaard takes the race lead here on the restart. Now he's going to get into the wall. John Helms looking to take back over the lead. Berlin trying to get that bottom line to work, looking to the inside of Nygaard. Hayden looking like he's got a strong race car here tonight. He might have that setup made. Nygaard into the wall again. Berlin into the second spot. He's going to try to come up here and challenge Helms. Berlin going to dive down to the bottom. Here comes Trevor Royer. Royer sneaking into the picture. Helms pulls a good stretch down the back stretch, good length lead. Royer diving it deep into 3 and 4. He's going to go up there, try to block Nygaard. Nygaard has to pull it off the top line to avoid running Trevor Royer over. Berlin is coming on that bottom line, though, but he's got a little contact from Berthe down there. Berthe looked to try to go a lane lower on Berlin. Royer's got that top side working. He's up to second. Nygaard, if he can keep it off the wall, he can do pretty well. Here comes Trevor Royer with a run off the top side. John Helms all of a sudden sees a mirror full of Trevor Royer, and here comes Royer to the inside. Going to try to challenge Helms to the line. He's going to lead it. Royer in second. Berthe's got around Berlin now. Berlin's actually been dispatched. He's fallen quite a bit back. Let's look back here at Nygaard. Berthe and Nygaard. Berlin back to 5th. Now he's going to try to slide it up in there into the 3rd spot. Coming around, does Trevor Royer have the race lead at the line? Man, almost dead even. Advantage maybe John Helms. And I think they're going to give it to him. Helms at the line. Wow, what a finish there for the Dirt Racing Network Pole Dash. Insane finish there. I mean, it would have to go down to replay, and I think they're going to give it to John Helms, but that was a mighty close one at the line. They're going to do a quick warm-up session here. While they do that, we're going to go take a break and thank some of our sponsors. Bear with us. Might have to do a little adjusting with the screen again, but we're going to go take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with our feature in just a few short moments. Welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network. Looking at our warm-up session. They're going to advance to our feature. Get ready with that. They were waiting for me to just finish up with a few of our sponsors. While we're doing that, we would like to thank one of our sponsors and tell you. We'd like to thank both of our sponsors there, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators and School of Sim Racing. But you can take your dirt sim racing to the next level by joining the best sim racing community online today. At the School of Sim Racing, you can learn to drive and set up your car like a pro with a ton of free trainings and free setups for sprint cars, late models, midgets, and more. It's the perfect place to get your dirt sim racing on the right track. Visit schoolofsimracing.net to learn more today. Getting ready to go here with our feature. It's going to be 30 green flag only laps. Top 5 rows. I'm going to skip through here on the grid because they're going to get reorganized from how they finished in the pole dash. So you'll see Trevor Royer and John Helms move up to the front of the grid once we get rolling. They'll take 3 laps after the initial start to get up there and reorganize all of that. So we'll skip through these first 5, and then once they figure it out, we'll tell you how they're going to line up. So we'll start with the 11th position on the inside of row number 6. Cody Olson will start in that 11th spot. And John Helms says he's starting 12th, but that is not correct. We know John Helms got the pole dash win, so he'll move up. So we might have to readjust that as well. Starting 13th will be Max Stamball. Starting 14th will be Brad Lamberson in row number 7. Row number 8 will be Davin Cardwell starting in the 15th position. Trevor Berry starting in the 16th position. Row number 9 starting 17th, Nathan Davis starting 18th, Jared Halsey. Row number 10 starting 19th, Daniel Burkhart, and starting 20th, Eric Wilkie. That'll round out the field. Makes it quick when you get to skip through 5 rows. We'll get up here with your leaders They're going to rearrange it here in a couple laps after they get going. So it'll say that the green flag is in the air, but we will not drop the green flag until lap number 3. So it'll be 33 laps on timing and scoring, because it takes us 3 laps to rearrange the grid. How do we like it? So this is a good time to talk about who we've seen up on the podium so far this season. We are in week number 10 through 9 weeks. We have had 17 different drivers up on the podium. Trevor Royer, the only one with multi-wins this season with 3. He's going to have a good chance to go for number 4 tonight, starting on the front row. We've had 5 different drivers with multi-podiums this season. Trevor Royer has 4, Cardwell has 2, Stanball has 4, Stanky has 3, and Brown has 2. So there's the green flag, but we will not go racing just yet. We're going to rearrange this front 10 to the way they finished in the pole dash. Anne Marie, thanks for checking in again. You're rooting for Aiden there in the pole dash. Looks like he had it for a little bit, but things going to change. Things change there quickly. Becky checking in from Texas. Thanks for checking in and watching on, I'm guessing maybe Facebook. And Rylan rooting on Helmsley. Yeah, he did get the pole dash win, and with that, he gets to start on the pole. Anne Marie checking in one more time here tonight. Thank you as well. Hopefully Aiden can get it up there on the podium. He's going to start in the 5th position. Your front 5 rows will look this way. John Helms will start on the pole with Trevor Royer starting 2nd. Row number 2 will be Jason Nygaard with Michael Berthay starting 4th. Row number 3 will be Aiden Berlin starting in the 5th position with Eric Wilkie starting 6th. Clayton Tilley will get the 7th position start in row number 4 with Ryan Scheidt starting in the 8th spot. And Michael Sheridan will start 10th as it readjusts with Peyton Grease starting in 9th. Brad Lamberson will be in the 12th spot. So I don't know if that was a little correction there in iRacing or what that might have been, but either way, we got it figured out. Royer and Helms is going to bring us to the green flag here to decide week number 10. We're getting ready to go with the feature on the racetrack. This is the Tim's Dirt Track Simulators feature. Ready to go here for week number 10. If I remember right, when I looked at the point situation coming in on the night, Trevor Royer had about a 48-point lead over Max Stanball in the championship, but that is not including the drop week. So things still going to be kind of tight. Pretty sure I got that right. I think there is a drop week in here as well. So it could be pretty interesting when we get to the end of the season. Still got 8 more weeks after tonight. Gonna get ready to go green this time out of turn 4. We have made it to the feature. It's been a lengthy one here tonight. A lot of cars, big racetrack, quite a few cautions. But here we go. Trevor Royer, John Helms gonna lead us to the green flag in the Tim's Dirt Track Simulators A-Main is underway here in week number 10. 30 more laps to decide our podium. And it's John Helms jumping out to the early race lead with Trevor Royer and now Berthay and Nygaard going to battle it out for that final podium position already. It's already early to talk about that spot, but we are already looking at it. And we might have a battle up here for the race lead already. Trevor Royer looking for his 4th win on the season. You start on the pole or on the front row, it makes it a little bit easier. I'm looking, John Helms, that's his 2nd pole dash win in just 3 weeks. If he finishes on the podium, we'll have to talk to him about that. But we got a caution on the racetrack. Max Stanball, Michael Sheridan might be having some trouble. Let's look at Sheridan getting stacked up here. Stanball buried deep in there. This is around the 10th place position. Cody Olson in there as well. Eric Wilkie, Olsen gets a little loose. See Sheridan not liking it. Gets turned into Stanball, and that's not a good sign for Max Stanball there. Stanball gonna have trouble. Looks like Sheridan's gonna be all right. Stanball, I think, took the brunt of that one, and he's currently in the 20th position. Looks like he's going to be done. Car might be done for the night. So that would be an absolute blow for Max Stambaugh here to the point situation. He finishes in the 20th spot, and your title combatant Trevor Royer sitting in the 2nd spot right now and was challenging for the race lead. I know some people say it's too early to talk about points. I feel like we're over the halfway point now, so we're more than fair. Start considering it. Not saying it's down to crunch time yet, but start to consider the point situation. See if John Helms can hold it done. Ryland rooting him on. Oh, he held on for 2 laps, but Trevor Royer looked like he's got something figured out here in the opening laps. We'll see if he can hold on and hold off that 90 car that's been dominant about half the season so far. Royer won in round 7. He won in round 3. Won in the opening round. Looking for his 4th win on the season. By the way, that means he has not had an open setup win yet this season. He's trying to get it done as he challenges John Helms for the race lead. This will be Royer's 5th podium on the season. Look here real quick. Not seeing where he picked up his other podium, but trying to scan it briefly there because we got action on the racetrack. Aiden Berlin up to the 3rd spot. How about the run tonight for Aiden? And all of a sudden, he has gotten around Jason Nygaard. He's gotten around Tilly. He's gotten around Birthday. Nygaard having some trouble there. While I wasn't paying attention, all of a sudden, here comes Aiden. Aiden not all of a sudden rooting or challenging for a podium. He was starting to run down your leaders. Here comes Peyton Greaves back, though. We got a battle. Things heating up on the racetrack. Trevor Royer looking to the inside of John Helms now. Things settle down when I click on it, but Trevor Royer definitely had a tire or two inside. Slider coming here in 3 and 4. He got a run. Helms coming with the crossover move. Helms into 3 and 4, or 1 and 2, my bad. Gonna take the race lead back over. Battle going on. Helms into the wall. Trouble for John Helms. Your race leader, that hands it over to Trevor Royer. Aiden Berlin now into the 3rd spot. Peyton Greaves into the 2nd spot. Helms going to try to remount and come back after him. But Aiden Berlin might be your new competitor to try to challenge Trevor Royer for the race win. Things heating up on the racetrack. Berlin around the top side. See Royer's car skipping down the front stretch there, maybe hitting a couple bumps that have developed in the racetrack. No, Berlin into the wall. He's riding the wall. He's going to come off in the 6th position. Going to have to remount and challenge himself now. That puts Helms back on the podium. Guys jumping the cushion just a little bit. And we got a caution on the racetrack that'll settle it down a little bit. Let's go see Ryan Scheidt. Was he the one that... No, he's 6 laps down, so it was David Diller. Was Diller having some issues? Not sure, can't tell. Daniel Burkhart, did he have something to do with it? Kevin Click. Let's take a look here. Around Kevin Click, Daniel Burkhart. These guys have some issues. A few cars blinking off screen there. Oh, nope, there it was, in front of Nygaard. Cody Olson or Eric Wilkie? Nope. Was it Berlin? I think it was Aiden Berlin. Yes, it was. He was running on the wall. We said he came down in about the 6th position. Did he have more issues? Getting passed by Bertha here into 3 and 4. And Aiden's night goes from bad to worse. He spins it out again, gets right-sided by Jason Nygaard, and that's going to end his night here. Hey, how about that? Max Stamball back on track, salvaging the points here in the 14th position. Anne Marie, I know. I was rooting for Aiden, hoping to try to get him up here on the podium. Would have been nice. Get another fresh face up here. He was running so well, too, and one little mistake turns into 2. And now probably looks like the end of the night for the 13 car. Green flag back in the air. Here we go once again. Feature back underway as we go through 1 and 2. Just clicking off. 10 laps complete this time around. Trevor Royer pulling a good restart there. Look at the battle down below, though. John Helms wants to get back out front. He's battling with Peyton Grease for that 2nd place position. And then it's Clayton Tilley and Trevor Berry right behind him. Helms has not been on the podium this season, I don't think. No, I haven't seen him up there. Tilley was on the podium last week with Stamball and Stanky, and we got trouble with Trevor Royer. Royer going to lose 3 spots. It's going to put Grease to the race lead. Helms the 2nd. Berry in a podium position now, and Tilley on the bubble, going to ballot for it. Here comes Trevor Royer. We got a car sitting sideways down there against pit wall on the front stretch. 2 by 2 out of turn 2 they come. Grease going to take the lead again. Helms going to tuck into the 2nd spot. Now we're going to try to challenge for that race lead. And once again, we'll see if that car is still sitting down there by pit road. No, it's cleared and out of the way. Helms trying all he can do. Trevor Royer just had more trouble. No, he's still there in the 4th spot, just behind Trevor Berry. How about the run Trevor Berry's having? Haven't seen him up here towards the front in a little while. Trouble there for Helms. Got a little loose coming out of 2. That's going to allow Berry to make a run down the front stretch. Peyton Grease out front now, trying to hold these guys off. Trevor Royer trying to mount another challenge. He was out front and pulling away. He had a little bit of an issue. We'll see if he gets up here, if we can talk to him as well. John Helms has done a heck of a job of driving his way back up as well. These 4 cars battling it out. We're coming to 15 to go. Max Stamball is slowly making his way through the field. I'm telling you, he is coming in the 9th position. Talk about a night turning around. It looked like his main competitor for the points championship was going to win the feature. Looked like he was going to be done and out for the night. And now he's rallied inside the top 10, and Royer is going to drop a few spots if he can't improve his position. Sitting outside the podium. Helms back to 3rd. Here comes Trevor Berry. Trevor Berry might have found something as we close in on 10 to go. He's looking to try to run down Peyton Grease here and give him a challenge now. Helms was challenging, couldn't make the move. Now Helms is under attack from Trevor Royer. I want to keep an eye up here because Trevor Berry is there on paint and grease, but he's going to try to take the long way around to go around him. Berry trying to find a lane, and Helms is getting pestered here by Royer. He got that 21 car out of shape coming out of 3 and 4 that time. Royer gonna keep a tire inside of Helms. Helms almost clears him down the backstretch. We're coming to 10 to go, or 11 to go. These four still in touch with each other. And it's Tilley in 5th and Davin Cardwell in 6th. They're keeping it interesting. Not a whole lot changing, but they're staying close with each other. Royer, pulls ahead by a wheel or two. Helm's going to run the top line again, try to get a run off the top side, and he will be able to clear Trevor Royer by a car and a half down the front stretch. Paint and Grease has been able to hold off Trevor Berry now. Lead kind of stabilized at 0.3 of a second as we're inside 10 to go now. Slider there from Royer. He blocks Helm on the top side. That's going to check him up. John Helms going to get backed up, and now almost fell prey to Davin Cardwell, who's into the 5th spot. Look at who's coming. I told you he's making his way through. In the 6th place spot, Max Stamball is coming. He's battling with Tilley now for the 6th and 7th place spot. But if these guys keep messing around up here, talk about a hard charger come. I don't know where he started, but he definitely came from 20th back up to the front. Maybe he was in 14th, wherever he was. He was definitely deep in the field after the accident, and he's drove his way up. He's in the 6th place spot now on the back of John Helms now, as Davin Cardwell has got around Helms while we were talking about that. And Cardwell going to try to challenge Royer now for the 3rd position. Trevor Royer finding himself back on the podium. Davin Cardwell going to try to change that again as well. Closing in on the final laps here. Paint and Grease has done a good job of holding these guys off. So we got 6 laps left to go. Davin Cardwell looking to the inside of Trevor Royer. All these really 6 cars within touch of each other. One little slip and you can lose quite a few spots. Trevor Berry's going to go from 2nd to 4th. Davin Cardwell and Trevor Royer put a move on him. They hold it at the line, but here comes Berry back to the inside. There could be room for contact here. Trevor Royer going to try to run to the top side, get around both these guys for 2nd. So Berry just went from 2nd to 4th. How about this? Good racing, and well, we thought it was just starting to intensify. Caution on the racetrack. That's going to stack everything up. Nathan Davis having some trouble? Let's go look. Oh, looks like Davis is all right. Halsey's doing all right. How about David Diller? Diller looks like he's doing okay as well. Well, Burkhart. Don't really see anything that brought the caution out. This was a car coming back on the racetrack. Taking a sky view here, don't really see car turned around either. So, oh, there's a slow car there in front of the pace truck. That Ryan Scheidt possibly? I know he's quite a few laps down. Don't know if Scheidt was having some trouble. Oh, he's on pit road. Don't know what brought out the caution, but we have a caution. I'm sure Paint and Grease doesn't like to hear that. We're going to have about 4 to go. We go green once again. was Peyton Grease, Trevor Royer, Davin Cardwell, Trevor Berry, Clayton Tilley, Eric Wilkie, Michael Sheridan. Oh, you know what? I know who it was. It was Max Stanball that had an issue. With Stanball out of the top 5 in the 16th position. That's who had trouble. Green flag back in the air. Here we go to decide it. Looking at your race leaders here. What a battle out front. Trevor Royer trying to take the win. Now here comes Davin Cardwell. He's going to dive it down inside Peyton Grease. Getting tight up here. Cardwell at the line. They're both wheel hopping, and I think Trevor Royer actually led that time at the line as they put it 3 wide. Here comes Royer to the top side. Cardwell and Grease. Grease threads the needle, shoves it in there in between Royer and Cardwell. Coming into 3 and 4 to the line. Royer that time pulls ahead. Cardwell into the second place position. Now Davin Cardwell going to try to put a move on the low line around Royer for the race lead. Down the backstretch, and Davin Cardwell now takes over the race lead. So Grease goes from first to third on the restart. Royer jumps out to the early lead off of it, and now Davin Cardwell challenging hard for the win. White flag in the air. This is going to do it. Grease is going to look back to the inside of Royer. We're going to keep an eye on the front. Royer gets loose. He's going to slip. That's going to let Cardwell run away, and it might just have handed him the feature win. Into 3 and 4 coming out, and it looks like it will. The Tim's Dirt Track Simulators feature win here in Week 10 is going to go to Davin Cardwell. Trevor Royer going to take second, and Peyton Grease coming across in third place. Clayton Tilley, a well-respected fourth. Eric Wilkie, fifth. Trevor Berry, sixth. Cody Olson, seventh. Michael Sheridan, eighth. Kevin Click in ninth, and Michael Birthday rounds out your top 10. We'll get the rest of the guys here in a minute, but we're going to get our 3 up here on the front, in front of the grandstands, get them stopped and bring them up here for an interview. How about that to conclude it tonight? It got crazy in a hurry, and we knew that restart was going to make it very interesting. How about Davin Cardwell taking the race win? Anne Marie, thanks for checking in once again. Still waiting on Peyton to come around, take his spot on the front row. I guess that's how we're going to have to do it. We're just going to leave it like that. We're not going to play around with the cameras tonight. We're going to get these guys up here in the booth, though. We're going to start with your third place finisher, Peyton Grease. Peyton, do you get a copy?
Yep.
All right, man. Quite the crazy finish there to the restart. Can we just kind of talk about it from your perspective? You started in the lead on that restart, and you ended up bringing it home here third at the end of the night. Quite a crazy battle between you three.
Yeah, it was quite a show. I was able to get really rolling through there in the middle, kind of towards halfway, and then was able to kind of just stay out in front. But knew Trevor was fast, and I really didn't see Davin there till the end. But I knew that caution, it was not my best friend. Got bunched back up and just spun in the slick, and then middle was gone. So I was kind of just pulled the wing back and hung on for third there.
Seemed like all throughout the night, cars would come and go and make their way back up. It actually provided for some pretty good racing from the broadcast booth. What did you think from your driver's seat?
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about USA, that it's so wide that there's a lot of grooves. It can go 5 laps at the bottom and be good, and in the middle and the top, and it creates a lot of racing, especially when it gets this slick. So it's definitely different, and whoever has obviously the car set up for the end is usually going to look pretty decent. So,
all right, man. Third place finish. Putting it up here on the podium in week number 10. Who would you like to thank for your finish here tonight?
Hammerhead Sim Racing. Got to thank Turn 200 Productions, Chalk Sticks, CSI, and just everybody that's watching. I know Tim Nichols. He does a lot for this league, and Wicked Cushion.
All All right, that's your third place finisher, Peyton Grease. We'll get the rest of the guys in here in just a second. We'll have your second place finisher, Trevor Royer, up here in just a second. See if I can find him. He might have already. Nope. Let's see. Where is Royer? Usually these guys are waiting for me, but I don't see them. Did they leave? It's not usually like Trevor Royer not to do an interview there at the end. I see Davin Cardwell. So you know what? Let's grab our second place finisher, or our winner here tonight. We'll get Davin Cardwell in here. Don't see Trevor Royer at the moment, though. If I see him, I'll grab him. But we'll get our race winner in here. Davin Cardwell, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. What a finish to the night. Kind of came out of nowhere there. Car got on strong late. What'd you find late in the race, and how'd you charge up here not only to a podium finish, but take the overall win?
If I could do that again, I don't think I could because kind of got lucky. But we had the late run setup on the night. It's like the last year setup, but it's really good when the track gets dead slick. So our fastest lap right there was like 28. So I knew if we got a caution, we had a chance to win.
Yeah, we talked with Peyton about that final battle there after the restart. A good, clean three-way battle for the win and the podium. Did you have a plan going in there on the restart, or did you just kind of give it some throttle and hope she stuck in the corners? Or what were you thinking once that restart did develop?
Under that yellow, I had to move my wing back a click to get a little bit better through the slick. We was at like 7 right there, so I knew if we went up to 10, we'd have more drive through the slick. So I really just wanted to see with that battle, and they started battling, and they gave us the opportunity to get in the mix too.
All right. Is there anyone you want to thank for your win here tonight?
I got to thank Trip McLeod for the spotting. Awesome spotting job tonight. Obviously 15th of the win, but I got to thank Drew Hopkins Racing, Kellner Contracting, Bighorn Taxidermy, Newton for the wrap, and Envision, and you guys for the broadcast.
All right, that's your Week 10 winner here tonight. And Davin Cardwell. Looks like Trevor Royer has left, so we'll say he declined the interview for second place. So we'll go to our final results on the night. Show you how everybody finished up, and we'll wrap it up here from USA Speedway. And as we mentioned, Davin Cardwell just leading 2 laps, the most important 2 laps at the end of the race. Trevor Royer coming across in second, Peyton Grease in third, Clayton Tilley in fourth, Eric Wilkie fifth, Trevor Berry sixth, Cody Olson in seventh, Michael Sheridan in 8th, Kevin Click in 9th, Michael Berthay rounding out your top 10, Daniel Burkhart 11th, David Diller 12th, John Helms 13th, Garrett Halsey 14th, Brad Lamberson in 15th, Max Stanball 16th, Nathan Davis 17th, Jason Nygaard 18th, Aiden Berlin in 19th, and Ryan Scheidt rounding out the field in 20th. What an exciting end to the night. I clicked the wrong thing there to end it, but what an exciting finish there to round it out. A great, well-fought battle between Davin Cardwell, Trevor Royer, and Peyton Grease for the podium. That only starts the week, really. We got through our 5 shows on Saturday. We got another show tomorrow night at 10 Eastern with the School of Sim Racing 410 Winged Sprint Cars All-Star Series on the racetrack. And then Wednesday, back in action, triple header on the Dirt Racing Network starting at 8 Eastern with our Dirt Slingers Racing League ump mods this week. And then we have Roger and I doing dueling broadcasts at the same time. He'll have the School of Sim Racing Big Blocks, and I'll have the Dirt Kings ump mods. And then we wrap up the week with the Dirt Slingers Racing League 410 Winged Sprint Cars at 8 Eastern. Well, what an exciting night. A long night. Happens when you get to a track like USA, but provided for good entertainment, as we talked about with our podium finishers. For all the guys here at the Dirt Racing Network, all of our sponsors, thank you. Roger Wagner, I am Dom Santina. Thanks for everybody that watched. Hope you enjoyed the show. I know we had to fix a couple slight things, a couple tweaks to start the broadcast, but I think we finished off on a good note. Come back tomorrow night, come check out that All-Star Series with the School of Sim Racing. And we will hopefully see you tomorrow night. Hope everyone has a good night and